Hello everyone and happy blessed new year. I am your hostess with the Gnosis, Norman, coming with you with a new year and a brand new blog spot. If you haven't checked out the Transportation Hub blog spot, please do so today. Okay, let's see what we got here. 2016 Straphangers Report Card, the last blog of 2016. New York. Leap year 2060 has come to a close as we have the results of the Straphangers Report Card for 2016. We have not only not one, not two, but three subway lines that are tied for first place. Those lines are the 1, the 7, and the L lines. While on the other hand, the 5 and the A lines was rated the worst. Now, as you can see below in this picture right here, this is the overall rating. This is the overall rating of the fares that the subway lines made out of the base fare. You see, in first place is the 1, the 7, and Lima with an overall rating of $2.50. Echo with $1.95. Foxtrot with $1.90. Juliet, the tag team twinning teams of Juliet and Zulu with $1.85. Altogether, Gulf, Mike, November, and Quebec made an overall fare average of $1.80. The 6 and Romeo with $1.75. The 3 line with $1.70. The 2 train along with Bravo and Delta with $1.65. Charlie with $1.60, the 4 with $1.55, and the 5 and Alpha lines with $1.50. Now remember, this is an overall amount that Straphangers make out of $2.75. All information is based from the Straphangers campaign. All based from Gene Rushinoff and correspondent Jackie Cohen. You see how the state of the subway report card works. The subway lines gets their base fare. Subway lines make overall amount of money out of their base fare. How they get their ratings is from the following: regularity of service, miles per breakdown, cleanliness, and audible announcements. That is how the subway lines get their fair trade. Yes, I was gonna go into this, but you guys can read this segment on your own. You guys can read this segment on your own time. I'm gonna get down to the chase right now. Okay? For more Transportation Hub, please subscribe to my channel. Link to the subscribe button right here, which is right there that says youtube.com/Transportation Hub. And right here is straphangers.org. Link to the Straphangers campaign right there. And as for the 7, the 5, and the 8, I'm going to talk about them when I get to the Straphangers campaign website, which is right about now. Just gotta press F11. Yes. We are finally here. Now you see right here. The state of the subway Straphangers report card has been ongoing since its triumphant start in 1997, and we're in 2017. So that's technically 20 years. So that's technically almost 20 years later now. I don't know why they decided to release the 2016's reporting boarding like on like a day before New Year's Eve. I wish it could have released it earlier in this back in the summertime, if not the latest, if not September the latest at least then. All right then. In 1997, best to the worst, the 7 has been rated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. The 7 has been rated one of the best subway lines 9 times. 9 times. 9 times. I don't know what people see in the subway line. People, why do you think there's a Facebook page created on this about the 7 line called 7 Train Blues? Because the line is horrible. Why do you think there's a Facebook page line created called the 7 Train Blues? Because it's horrible. It should not have been rated the best for like the 9th time because of its constant breakdowns, frequent service changes, changes. Well, I wouldn't say inaudible announcements because it makes interchangeable fleet of R188s, converted R142As, and 2 sets of R62s left on their property. So I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there with the announcements. Cleanliness is not that great. Cleanliness is not that great at all. Cleanliness is not that great at all. And in early 2015, and on February 2nd, 2015, the 7 train experienced a major knockout in service, all caused by ice entrailment on the third rail at Queensboro Plaza, which killed the power, killing service on the 7 line from end to end, which was bad. And in my creative opinion right here, how come the R is not rated the worst? Because the service is so slow and sluggish on every local stop it makes. Service is infrequent. It's supposed to come in 10 minutes. It comes in like 3 to 4 minutes after it was supposed to schedule to arrive to the station. Like, no, I can't. The R should have been rated the worst. While on the other hand, these Dumbos have the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, rated the worst subway line line 4 times. 4 times in 2000, 2003, and in 2014 and 2015. I don't even know why you people keep picking on the 5 train. It is one of the most popular, most useful, most God-blessed subway lines in the transit system. And I don't care what you ignorant people have to say about my subway line. You leave my 5 train alone because it's one of the best subway lines. And that's a fact coming from me. You leave that line alone. Don't you ever mess with the 5 line. Because it did not deserve the hate that it gets. It's on time. It runs frequent service. On time, frequent service. The train is clean and has audible announcements. Every time you rate the 5 subway line the worst, you make Jessica Edgar Gottsman die a lot on the inside. Because you degrade that line so much. But at least on the other hand, the 6 train was rated the best 3 times in a row consecutively in 2004, 2005, and 2006. That's right, in 2006. That's right. And the A line's good too. I'm very surprised. The A line has been rated the worst subway line twice, in 1999 and in 2016. 2016, as in this year past. pass. The A train is not a bad subway line. It's highly reliable and useful. The only thing it needs improvements on is the frequency and service. That needs to improve by a lot. The frequency and service, they need to work on that because they need to fix that a lot because the frequency and service is not so good. You need to improve that. Because if I was MTA, I would have had these trains running. That's how serious I am. And the M down here has been rated the worst subway line in 1999. Back then, when it was on the when it was back then when it was a Nassau Street, 4th Avenue, West End local line. West End local line. And the C has been rated the worst 6 times. 6 times in 2001, 2007, and then consecutively from 2009 all the way up to 2012. All because of the old tech R32 and R42 trains that ran on that line. And I remember at one point R46 ran on the C line a little bit, but not much. But not by much though. Ran on the C line a little bit, but not by much though. But really not by much though. Yeah, it happens. And the W, I'm not gonna get touched on that. The W, the whiskey line, has been rated the worst subway line 3 times consecutively in 2006, 2007, 2008. I don't know why people keep hating on these lines for. I just don't know why. Okay, and let's see. F11. Let's see. There was, in accordance to the inaccurate findings by the Straphangers campaign by Gene Rushinoff and Jackie Cohen, here's what they said. There is an unprecedented three-way tie for best subway lines with the 1-7L, each garnering a MetroCard rating of 205. In a year, there was no one big standoff. 3 lines came up on top because tops in service the 1-7L, along with the 6 provide the most generous amounts of morning, evening rush hour service. The 1 is less crowded and cleaner than the average subway line. The 7 less screen cars break down the average subway line, greatest percentage of clean subway car interiors. I beg to differ because most of the car's 7 trains break down a lot, all because of the converted R142A set has been used so much by the 6th line, like, come on man, like order new subway cars, that's it. And the L had nearly perfect score for accurate, understandable subway car announcements. The L train I understand because ever since it got communications-based train control in 2003, the L train just came out. The L train improved by far a lot. The 7 I disagree the most. There was a point in the summertime with the 1 train where one of the R62A cars on the 1 train had AC problems during that day when it was really hot. The air conditioning in one of the cars on the 1 line was inoperative. Like, what happened? It wasn't op. Like, what happened? Never got fixed by all? Please. While on the other hand, the 5 and the A are the worst performance in the subway system with a MetroCard rating of 2005 each. If you ever say that the 5 is the worst subway line when you goddamn well know it's not, please. It's either I will punch you in your mouth or you should punch yourself in the mouth. They're not the most irregular lines. second most crowded line system. What the hell do you expect? It's the Lexington Avenue line. It's the only subway line on the east side. There's no other subway line supplementing congestion for the Lex line except for the Second Avenue subway until yesterday, until today. The A provided less frequent midday service in the average subway line. I understand that. It experienced breakdowns at an above average rate. No. How does it experience breakdowns? The only subway cars that have breakdowns is the R32s and R42s because there are the oldest subway cars still running in the transit system today when they should have been retired a long time ago. They should have been retired from the 1990s. That was it. It should have been retired in the 1990s and the 2000s, respectively. That's it. It should have retired along with the R38s, the R40Ms, the R40 slants, and the R44s, which was removed from NYCTA property. Please, please, please. If any subway line should have been rated the worst, it's the R because the R is the system most irregular line. The R is the most irregular. Get out of here with that crap, please. You can't tell me crap otherwise, please. Sure. System wide for 20 lines, we found the following on 4 to 6 measures we compare over time: car breakdown, service regularity, car cleanliness, and in-car announcements. The in-car rated worsened. The car breakdown rate worsened from an average mechanical failure every 144, 400,202 miles, miles, miles to every. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Just had a blank stare for a second. Compared to the 12-month period ending of December 14th to December 15th, December 2015, a loss of 7%. While service regularity decreased in our last report, blah 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 blah. Four lines, four lines of regularity improved on the 2, 3, F, and G, while 16 lines worsened. The 1, 4, 5, and 6. Ugh. These reportings make no sense. If the L was rated the best, how come it has irregularity in service? Like, come on. Plus, plus with announcements in the station that says when the trains arrive, and the train arrived at the station now, now. There's no excuse that the L train shouldn't perform it should be performing. Well as on-station announcements in the IRT on all IRT stations in the 4 or 5 on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lines. There's no excuse. So I don't know. Oh yeah. let's move down to breakdowns. The Q had the best on record, while the C had the worst, 18 times that of the breakdownness of the Q train. Mm. Nah, 7 trains cars are mostly okay. The dirtiest, ugh, the Q. 4 most crowded. The R was least crowded. Due to the amount of space of those R46s. Ugh. What amount of scheduled service I have to admit, since the six and seven trains, since the 6 and 7 lines respectively have both local and express counterparts, both local and peak express counterparts running on their line, they have to keep the service going. 2.5 minute intervals? Sure, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. While while the C, ugh, how many times the C train will operate during rush hours? It'll be 12 minutes apart per train. That's how that's how slow the C is. Regularity in service. The G had the greatest service, within arriving within 25% of a scheduled interval 81% of the time. Most irregular line was a 5, which is 0.67% of the time. Most irregular, the 5 operates like this. Not to mention, it's one of the IRT lines that has station announcements that says when that train line is coming. So that finding is wrong and inconclusive. 3 lines. The E, M, and M lines had perfect, accurate, understandable announcements made in subway cars, missing no announcements and reflecting automation of announcements, while the 1 and B lines were the worst, missing garbled announcements 23% of the time. Because the old tech trains that they have running on those lines for the 1 and B. For the 1B. No wonder it's garbled, missing, inaudible announcements. Because the old tech train is running on that line. Like, put some computerized trains on that line. Come on, do better. I blame MTA for... I... There's blame to be spread on both sides. I blame the MTA for lack of a regular service on majority of the lines, and Straphangers campaign for getting their information all jumbled up. So there's both sides to blame. Well, anyways, that's the end of my commentary. How do you rate your subway line? Do you agree with this Straphangers campaign report card say the subway? You can always write your comments below here on my blog. You can always comment right here below on my blog. If you got a Google account and or a Google Plus account, you can always leave a comment underneath my blogs. And that is a wrap for this first commentary of 2017. You can follow me here on Google Plus. You could subscribe to my YouTube channel, like me on Facebook on my Facebook page, and you can follow me on Twitter. This is Norman with the Transportation Hub signing off. Deuces and have a happy new year.